I think I've found something. Secret. That's no secret. I helped Logan.
Okay, so you fought the swamp sharks. You're useful. At least more so than most of the guys here.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Tell me that isn't true. So can I go to the camp now?
Listen, there's another thing I need you for. A few days ago, I sent Edgar into the swamp. He was supposed to get me an old stone tablet, but he hasn't been seen since. See what he's doing, and bring me that damn stone tablet.
What about gold?
What?
Do I get anything for my work here in the swamp?
You want gold? Sure. How much do you want? 50 gold nuggets? 100? I'll give you as much gold as you can carry. Who do you think you are? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? Now push off and do something. Otherwise, you won't get so much as 1 crumb of gold.
Get away with that? Tell me that isn't true. So, where do I find this Edgar?
Do you want the easy way or the fast way?
I've got no time for things like that. I'll take the fast way.
Okay. From here, go diagonally left past the boardwalk, into the swamp. There are ruins everywhere. He's sitting around somewhere there. I assume he was smart enough to build himself a fire. You should be able to find that.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
He thinks it's as easy as that. Tell me that isn't true.
You already know what I think. That's nothing new.
Tell me that isn't true. Hey, you! Franco sent me here about that stone tablet. Have you found it?
Man, I haven't even looked for it. All I know is it's supposed to be in this old building deep in the swamp. And my inner voice tells me, Edgar, stay far away from old buildings deep in the swamp. I certainly won't risk my ass for that bum Franco.
Where exactly is this old building?
Just go left past the big rock here. After a while, you'll come to another big rock. You have to go left or right past that one. I don't know anymore. It was too long ago. But the ruins are supposed to be on some sort of rise. All but hidden among plants. Maybe you'll get lucky and you won't find it. It was nice knowing you.
Nothing there to be had there. How's it going?
What do you want? Have you got anything to say to me? If not, you can just go away. Otherwise, my friend will make mincemeat of you. So what is it?
They say you have some interesting wares to offer.
So what? Esteban wants to jerk me around, eh? I do all the work and hide away here for days in this miserable hole, and he just sends someone to fetch the stuff? I'm not a warehouse.
Yeah, and? That isn't my problem.
But I'm making it your problem. You want the delivery? Fine. You can pay for it. Get the gold from Esteban or Raven or I don't know where. I don't care. Whoever wants these goods will pay for them.
I don't come from Esteban.
Oh? Well then. Hey, just a moment. Hold still for a second. You have a critter on your shoulder.
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours. See? That wasn't so hard. Just stay away from me with that magic of yours.
Nothing to be had there.
Now there's a sneaky King Sorrel here.
I think I've found something. There.
Now this ring here is Ring of the Priests. Okay, so I have a full set for mana. So my mana now is 104. If I were to equip all of the priest's items, so Amulet of Priests that gives mana, and to Rings of the Priests, as you can see I get a bonus, and now I have 114, which is better, if my math is correct, than what I had before. I would say that 114 is higher than 104.
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
Not by much, but I'll take it.
couldn't care less. There's more, believe me.
Here's the stone tablet.
Good, very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
What about the camp now? Can I finally go in?
No, I already sent Logan in. He was ahead of you in the list. And at the moment, there's no need for another man in the camp. Besides, I can really use you here. Now that Logan isn't here anymore.
Sooner or later.
You swine. I'll get you.
You miserable little wretch. You want to mess with me? Just you wait.
I couldn't get away with that. Nobody wants. I used to say that myself.
He was falling down drunk.
Hey, what happened down there?
I flattened Franco.
So? Then now it's your job to make sure the lazy dogs do their work every day.
Hey, I'm not here to be bothered with the hunters. I want to enter the camp.
Forget it. You did in Franco. Now you're the leader. So do your job.
If I'm the leader, then I decide who goes in next. And I decided that I'm next.
It isn't that easy. We haven't asked for anyone, so no one gets in.
Thoris can send a new leader for the hunters. Then there will be a vacancy inside for me.
You don't give up, do you? Okay. Then move your butt inside. Thoris will make sure that the hunters won't have to live without a leader. What are you waiting for? And get yourself a pickaxe.
You really should have known better.
Wait a minute.
Hey, are you the new guy who knocked down Franco?
Yes, why?
Because now I have to take over his job. You did a great job. Thanks a lot.
And what's it like leading the hunters?
Leave me alone.
Ah, who have we here then? Looky, looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news for you.
I want to hear the good news first.
Well, I don't really know why, but you've made yourself a couple of powerful enemies. You can count yourself lucky that I recognized you and no one else. Because I am understanding and sociable.
And what's the bad news?
Raven is looking for you. So are his guards. Actually, all the bandits are looking for you. And if they find you, they'll kill you.
A lot of people have already tried that.
Then your combat skills are as good as your craftiness. Coming into the camp with some of our armor is like the sheep coming to the wolves. Your life is hanging by a thin thread, son of danger.
How much do you want?
Oh, no, please. I don't want to extort gold from you. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then what do you want?
Recently, somebody tried to get Esteban out of the way, but he ran into the bodyguards. Go to Esteban and talk to him. Afterwards, we'll talk again.
About Esteban.
Have you already talked to him?
Not yet.
Well, you should do that soon.
Don't wake him.
What?
If you want to do yourself a favor, then stay away from Skinner. The fellow is unpredictable. He killed the last guy who woke him up. Let him sleep, for everybody's sake.
Are you a digger?
Because of the pants? Nah, I just wear them because they're comfortable. All I do here is cook meat stew. Here, you can try some. It'll make you strong. It's always important to train your strength. There are many dangers lurking out there. If you want, I can help you to get stronger.
He simply needs to practice more.
Hey, why did you wake me, eh? I bet you don't even know. No, don't say anything. It's too late for excuses. Now you have two choices. You can fight me in my Betty, or you can try to run away. In your place, I'd run.
Just stay away from me with that magic-y...
Watch out! Defend yourself! Let him have it!
Hang on!
Hit back!
A dark cloud over the house. The one approaches with blood. Needed to call him. He who sees me. He sees me. Oh no. Go away. Be gone.
Are you all right?
Green novice. I cannot find it.
Here, take this swamp weed.
Not green, not strong. Not green, not strong.
How can I help you?
The green novice will help the novice.
So in his chest you will learn how to craft green novice. So in his chest you will get a paper that tells you how to craft green novice. I'm gonna do that soon.
Hey, if you're looking for a decent trader here in the camp, then you just found him. My hut is right behind Esteban, so if you need anything, come on by.
Wait a minute.
Who said that?
Show me your wares.
I'm staying out of it.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
That's no secret.
That's nothing new.
I've got no time for things like that.
I'll buy all of the fire roots
I've got no time for things
and
like
weeds.
Anything's possible.
that. I couldn't get away with that.
You don't have to ask me that.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
I won't be treated like that.
What does he know about duty?
You already know what I think.
And there's more, believe me.
I could have told you that before.
He really should have known better.
It can't go on like this forever.
No idea. You tell me.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
Tell me that isn't true.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
It was his decision.
Hey, you! How's it going?
Wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere? No, you're not him. Go on, piss off.
Hey, you! How's it going?
Quiet up to now.
Tell me that isn't true. Everything all right?
Touch Esteban, and I'll chop you to pieces!
His decision, wasn't it?
So you're the fellow who fought his way into camp, huh?
That got around fast.
Franco was a tough nut. No one messed with him. No one. Except you. Just to make it clear, if you try the same shit with me, I'll kill you.
That's totally obvious.
I need better armor.
Why? You already have some. That's good enough for you now.
I want to get into the mine.
Of course you do. Then you're in the right place with me. Because everyone who digs in the mine gets to keep a hefty share of the gold. And I hand out the red stones you need so that Thoris will let you in.
Give me one of those red stones.
Okay, but they aren't free. Normally I demand a share of the gold the boys get for digging. How much do you know about mining gold, huh? You don't appear to know a whole lot about it. If I give you a redstone, it won't be because you're such a great digger. No, I have another job for you.
What sort of job?
One of the bandits planned to kill me, but instead, my guards killed him.
He was hot for your job, huh?
He was an idiot. A thug without a brain. He never would have got the idea to attack me on his own. Nah, he was only fulfilling a contract. Someone else sent him.
So, I'm supposed to find out who was behind it.
Whoever sent me this assassin will pay for it. Find him, and I'll let you into the mine.
Senyan sent me to you about this business.
Senyan? He also works for me. I told him he should keep his eyes open.
Can't rely on that. How should I go about it?
Everyone here in the camp knows about it. So you're playing with all your cards on the table, huh? Try to find out who's on my side and who isn't. And don't let the boys make a fool of you. Talk to Snaff. That fat cook picks up a lot.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of. Come back when you've found out who the guy is.
It's totally obvious.
I've got no time for things like that. What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed, probably by some of our own people.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me. But a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
Juan worked for Esteban.
What?
Don't play games with me. You knew about it.
Fine, you're right. But I hope you also realize why I didn't tell you about it. Everyone in the camp knows you work for Esteban. I don't have any desire to get dragged into this business just because you're hot for a red stone.
I'm not really working for Esteban.
So? You want to pull the wool over the old swine's eyes? Then I'll give you some good advice. Keep it to yourself. When it comes to Esteban, trust no one. Not even me. Got it? Now enough about that. We don't want to be overheard.
I have your package.
Indeed. What about Juan?
He's dead.
Good. Then he can't cause me any more trouble. As far as you are concerned, I have a pretty good relationship with Juno. I'll see to it that you get your armor cheap from now on. And here, I once got this stone from Callisto. It's the only thing that survived my flight from the barrier. I think you'll have more use for it than I do. One hand washes the other. That hasn't changed since back then.
It's really cool that he mentions
Show me your
Choristo from
wares.
Gothic 1.
Show me.
I want those lockpicks.
To ask me that.
He really should have known better.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here, and they apply to everyone, even to you. Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules. If you have a problem with that, go talk to Esteban. He's responsible for the camp.
Wait a minute.
You don't have to ask me that.
Hey, what's with your armor? Where can I get armor like that?
You can't. This armor is reserved for Raven's Guard. I hardly think there's an entrance exam for new candidates.
Sooner or later.
But the ultimate decision isn't mine, it's Raven's.
I have a stone tablet for you here.
You don't have the right stone. Only the red ones are important.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Don't you remember me from the old camp?
You were one of the prisoners. Maybe you were one of my guards. And? Does that make us allies now? No, it doesn't. Maybe you're the guy who brought down the barrier. Maybe you also killed my pals. So what? Those times are over. You want in? Then get yourself a red stone and don't waste my time.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely...
Come on, let me in, for old time's sake.
Let me explain something to you. Do you know why I'm still alive? Because I've always been loyal to my people. I don't have to agree with everything Raven does, but I'll stick to the rules. And so will you.
Never change.
It's important that I get to Raven.
Oh yeah? Do you really think you can make it through to him? His guards have orders not to let anyone in. You'd be dead before you even saw him. So knock that idea out of your head.
You already know what I think.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That's exactly what I said.
That will never change.
Nobody ever asked.
I've talked to Esteban.
And did he tell you about the attack?
He ordered me to find out who sent the assassin. Do you know anything about that?
No more than you do. I'm also on the hunt for the guy behind it. And now we come to the interesting part.
Let's hear it.
I want you to do your job well. I want you to find the traitor, and when you have found him, I want you to kill him for me. Then I will pocket the reward. I have your wanted poster. Don't forget that. Do your job and do it well. You can figure out what will happen otherwise.
Forget it.
Then what do I still need you for, you bum?
Hey, people! Look who we have here!
Cut out! Whoa, a fight!
tell me, why did Senyan yell, "Look who we have here"?
Unpaid debts. Do you have a problem with that?
No, man, I don't have a problem with it. Quite the opposite. The bastard worked for Esteban.
How's it going with you?
Well, at least I'm in now. Lucia brews some wicked liquor, but Esteban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's given me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Esteban's life. He wants to know who's behind it. Esteban thinks that Snaff is involved. I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
You're looking for the guy who's behind it, huh? But I don't know anything about it. How could I? I was still in the swamp then.
I'll come back later.
Do you want to eat or chatter? What'll it be?
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new dish. Fire strips and hammer sauce.
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. I have a recipe from a guy called Lou. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench. Then I'll make a sauce out of it. What do you think?
Fire strips?
Crisp, delicately roasted meat mixed with pickled fireweed. But don't worry, I already have the ingredients for that.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, here's the recipe.
What do you know about the attack?
The thing with Esteban? You know how it is. The barkeeper hears everything, but never takes sides.
So do you know something?
I didn't say that.
If you were in my place, what would you do?
I would think about what I know about the guy behind it. First, it was probably one of the bandits. That means he's here in the camp. Second, that he's here in the camp means that he is watching you. Third, as long as he thinks that you're on Esteban's side, he'll never reveal himself to you. So, the interesting question is, what are your chances of finding your man?
What do you think of Esteban?
Whoever talks about him is soon dead.
What are my chances of finding my man?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people. The man you're looking for will believe you're on his side. But he won't just reveal himself to you. You'll have to find out more.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know. Got it?
Hey, you!
Important message. This one tells you about Swamp Shark with a key.
Hey! What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing at all.
Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Elvrich.
Why?
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
What are you planning to do?
We'll see. For now, I'll stay here with Snaff, Fisk, and the others. Have you already talked to Thoris? Oh, Enos, is that a hunk of a man? Excuse me. Let's get back to your question. I haven't set a goal. I'm only drifting.
And? How's it going?
Listen, if you want something to eat, go to Snaff. If you want something to drink, you're in the right place.
What do you drink here, then?
We only have a little beer. The only beer on the island was brought by the Paladins. Just about the only good thing those fellows brought with them. Otherwise, we drink booze. I got moonshine, grog, and white rum. You should try that. I got the recipe from Samuel. The old boy really knows his trade.
You're not very fond of the Paladins, are you?
Those fanatical murderers in the pay of the fire magicians? No. But Lord Hagen occupies the city with his thugs, and everybody bows down to him. And I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to wait until they closed down the Red Lantern and locked me up.
The Paladins are the warriors of Innis. They aren't murderers.
So? Blood sticks to their swords, too. Just like the weapons of the pirates or the bandits. The only difference is they do it in Enos's name and not because they want to survive.
The Paladins don't only fight in his name. Enos chooses his warriors.
So? I believe it's the people themselves who choose. Still, your words amaze me. You talk almost like you were one of them.
Do you deny Enos then, wench?
How could I? It's just people who misuse his name. But I never doubted Enos's divine splendor for a second.
Have you ever killed someone?
No, and I'm very glad of it. Please, let's not be so serious anymore. Instead, let's drink and enjoy every moment the gods give us.
Can you teach me something?
Only too gladly. You can train your dexterity with me.
Give me something to drink. Hi.
Hi, I'm Lennar. Welcome to the Diggers Camp.
Diggers? I thought this was the bandits' camp.
Right, but the bandits are only here to dig. So...
Can you teach me anything about gold mining?
Certainly, but if I teach you something, you'll be able to mine more gold.
That's why I'm asking.
Sure, but if you can mine more, it's only fair I get a share of it.
Well...
You might as well give him a share in advance. Well, let's say 50 gold pieces.
Teach me something about gold mining.
Good. Regular swings will take you forward. Don't overdo it, but also don't fall asleep swinging. And don't always strike at the same spot. Try to work around a good-sized nugget. Do that, and you're on the way to becoming a master digger.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yes?
Do you have any idea who was behind it?
Sure. Let me tell you, I bet that Emilio is behind this. He always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, he's been sitting on his bench, not budging an inch. It's obvious. To get to the mine, he has to have a red stone from Esteban. I bet he doesn't dare look him in the eye.
What would Emilio get out of Esteban's death?
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal in the mine who would take over Esteban's place then. Yeah, that would make sense.
Hi.
Now
What
with
you
this
want?
guy, you have to be careful with dialogues.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
Why do you want to know?
I want to talk to the guy.
So? And what do you want from him?
I have some interesting information for him.
You're in cahoots with the guy who ordered the assassination, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Good. I'll tell you what I know. When the attack took place, I was trying to get my pickaxe from Huno the Smith, but he wasn't there.
And?
Usually he's always there. Very suspicious if you ask me.
Where do I get a pickaxe?
Go to Huno the Smith. But even if you have a pick, that don't mean that you can get into the mine. If you want to get in, you have to talk to Esteban. Don't even bother going to Thor's. He'll only let you in if you have a red stone.
Tell me, what do you think of Esteban?
Hey, he's the boss here. He's all right, I think. He always lets the good boys into the mine, the ones who know something about mining, I mean.
And you know something about mining?
I'm the best.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, there's something you should know. Gold isn't ore. There's one damn important difference. I mean, what woman would hang a chain of ore around her neck? When picking, work from top to bottom. You can work the nuggets loose best that way. There are also diggers who do it the other way around, but it's far more difficult.
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
What happens to the gold from the mine?
Doris collects it and then distributes it. No one is allowed to keep what he mines. Everybody gets only a part of the gold. That way even the hunters and guards get their share. I think that's okay. Since we've had that rule, there have been fewer deaths and the miners still get more than the guys who hang around outside.
What do you know about the attack?
Hey man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days rest. Before I get my next red stone.
What's the deal with these red stones?
That's something Thoris and Esteban thought up. Thoris takes care of the gold distribution, and Esteban organizes the workers for the mine. Of course, he doesn't want to run to Thoris every time he sends someone to the mine. That's why he gives us one of those red stone tablets, and Thoris lets us in then. It's like a pass.
Lenar told me a bit about you.
Lenar? That guy's an idiot. You must have noticed.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Lenar notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Esteban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name. Nothing more.
I'm listening.
Huno. Go to Huno. He must know something about this business.
What do you have against Esteban?
All that swine thinks about is money. Every few days, one of us gets eaten by a crawler. But Esteban just won't send any fighters into the mine. And why? Those guys belong to Raven's bodyguards, and Esteban is scared shitless to tell them. He'd rather let us get killed.
green novice. I cannot find it.
Here, take this green novice.
Ah. Oh, my head. Oh, I am Fortuno. What is wrong?
So tell me what is wrong with you.
Once, I belonged to the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. Everything was all right back then. Fine. We were all condemned criminals. But for us novices, life was free from care.
Hey, I was a prisoner in the Valley of Mines myself. Tell me something new.
I don't remember anything. Darkness lies across my mind.
Come on, concentrate. What happened? When did you come back to your senses?
Raven. I only remember Raven and dark rooms.
What about Raven? What did he do to you?
I'm sorry. It's as though my mind were held prisoner. I don't understand it myself.
There must be a way to refresh your memory.
Yes, maybe there is a way. The gurus knew of various forms of altering the spirit and the will.
Do you remember anything about that?
No, I'm afraid this knowledge vanished with the gurus.
Damn. Well, if there is a way to free your spirit, I'll find it.
Now I want to make a loose hammer potion. To do that, I can do it myself on the alchemist bench or go get it from pirates for free. And I'm gonna go to pirates.
Fortuno is pretty confused and could use a potion to restore his memory.
Fortuno? That's Raven's servant, no?
He was. Now he's just a wreck, and it's Raven's fault.
Raven? Until now, I thought a lot of him. All right. But here in the swamp, I can't brew any potions.
I could brew the potion. There's an alchemist's bench in the camp. I just need the recipe.
Be careful with this recipe. Brewing this potion is dangerous. If something goes wrong in the brewing, or one of the ingredients isn't right, the potion will be deadly.
I'll be careful.
I'm gonna train some mana. 54 at the moment.
I want...
It was 114 and now it's 124. Amazing.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I've got a recipe for you.
Great. Let me see. What kind of recipe?
It's from Snaff.
But it sounds terrible. I must try it at once.
Be careful. That's absolutely deadly stuff.
You're scaring me, but I'll give it a try anyway.
I want something stronger.
Name your poison.
I want Lou's hammer.
Great stuff. Put it down the hatch.
I want Lou's hammer.
Great stuff.
Give me a double. A double hammer.
Don't do anything you might regret, kid. I hope you don't want this for yourself.
Give me a double.
Don't do anything you might...
What's new in the camp?
Francis got what was coming to him. I can't begin to tell you how that pleases me. You're all right. Come on, let's have a drink. It's on me. And Greg is finally back. He lost the ship, but at least he'll restore order to the camp.
Hey!
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
Who? Who did it?
His name is Juan. He's one of the bandits.
You've got to do that bastard in, do you hear me? He must not get away with this.
Juan is history.
And? Did he suffer?
Come off it, kid.
Oh well, just as long as you killed the swine.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
The bandits have found a gold mine.
I knew it. That's why they came here. Nobody would volunteer to live in this monster-ridden bog. Good work. Here, I've got something for you.
Hardly know who to believe these days.
Listen to the wrong people.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
The ring that he gives you is Ring of the Warriors, I believe.
I'm not telling you anything.
He should have known.
Hey! I distilled the booze.
Excellent. Then I'll finish it. Here, you can try a portion right away. That'll put some strength in your arm. Oh, and if I can help you again, for you, all information is free from now on.
What are my chances of finding my man?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people. The man you're looking for will believe you're on his side. But he won't just reveal himself to you. You'll have to find out more.
I knew that.
Exactly.
What do people here think of Esteban?
You'll have to be a bit more precise.
What about Finn?
A good digger. He has a nose for gold. Esteban favors him because of it. I think he's in pretty good standing with him.
What does Lenar think about Esteban?
As far as I can tell, Lenar doesn't think at all.
Emilio, what does he think about Esteban?
I don't think he'll bring any flowers to Esteban's grave, if you know what I mean.
What about Fisk?
Fisk is Fisk. He pays his share to Esteban and distributes the goods he mostly gets from the pirates. I don't think he really cares about Esteban.
What does Huno think of Esteban?
Ah, Huno. I know almost nothing about him. That information is, of course, free.
What about Paul?
I don't think he particularly likes Esteban. Since he's been working for Huno, he'll never get into the mine.
You don't have to tell me that.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Do you deal in smithy equipment?
Huno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
No time for things like that.
Do you work for Huno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Huno. But since then, Esteban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Huno?
Sooner or later.
You don't have to ask me that.
Everything else all right with you?
I just want to do my job, man.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it. What do you want from me?
Nobody ever asked.
Huno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
Why haven't I heard?
But you work for Huno, so you do know something.
I know nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
Wait a minute.
Do you know what Esteban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Huno?
Man, leave me alone. I don't have anything to do with that business.
Nobody wants to know.
Tell me what you know now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the boss.
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul.
All I know is that Huno has a bone to pick with Esteban. He's constantly going on at me about that Esteban, that he screwed up business for him and so on. I only listened and never said anything.
Exactly. You see, that wasn't so bad.
Things would have turned out differently.
Hey! It looks like you're a master of your craft.
I've heard that before. Did you bring the steel?
Steel? No, I think you're confusing me with...
Somehow you seem familiar. Do we know each other from somewhere?
Sure, from the old camp.
The old camp, right. You're that curious guy. I thought you was dead.
Yes, everybody thinks that. Who else survived?
A few. Some fled with Raven like I did. For a lot of others, the old camp became a grave.
Tell me about your escape.
Chaos broke out the day the barrier fell. Some hid, others fled, and there was a plundering everywhere.
What did you do?
I was about to leave the camp when it turned bright very suddenly, and a scorching pain ate through my skin. I'd been struck by damn lightning. It feels like I can still hear it. Later, someone told me that Thoris found me and took me with him.
I need better armor. Fisk said you'd give me a good price.
Fisk, you say? Well, I still owe him a favor.
I don't need this, but I'll buy it.
Okay, I'll take the armor.
Sure thing.
Show me what you have.
Been there, done that.
You don't have to ask me that.
I couldn't care less.
It can't go on like this forever.
I couldn't care less.
As if I didn't have enough.
About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So? Did he? What else?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh?
And he isn't the only one who suspects you.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Esteban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but the guy you're looking for is called Juan. Anyway, I haven't seen him in the camp for a long time. You'll have to look for him in the swamp.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll see if you can be trusted.
Hey, you! I have the steel.
And? Was Juan there too?
He was.
I knew it. That rat Esteban was behind it.
Now, what about our agreement?
The man you want to talk to is waiting for you in the bar. Talk to the barkeeper.
I have a potion for you. It will help you to remember.
I trust you.
And?
Ah! I remember again. Now I see. Adanos, be with me. What have I done?
Yes, what have you done? And above all, what has Raven done?
I helped him to make contact with him. He wanted various elixirs. I brewed them for him. He tried to open the portal to get into the temple.
Why? What does he want in the temple?
A powerful artifact. It lies buried together with the one who once bore it. A mighty warrior who fell to him.
And then?
We couldn't open the portal, but Raven was sure that he could, if he had the tomb of the priest excavated. That's why he brought the slaves here. Victims he could force to dig where the powers of time lie at rest.
Tomb of the priest?
The resting place of a priest of Adanos. It lies in the mine. I also remember the stone tablets. He believed that they would show him the way. And once he was able to decipher the characters on them, he no longer needed me. He put a spell of forgetfulness on me. And you have freed me.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Attack? Sorry, I was absent for some time. I don't know anything about it.
Do you need more swamp weed?
Yes, definitely. I will buy all the swamp weed you can get your hands on. I'll even pay you more for it than Fisk.
I've got swamp weed for you. Huno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor. Someone's waiting for you.
So you were behind the attack?
Yes, Esteban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
I could sell you to Esteban.
And then? What do you think will happen then? Do you think he'll give you what you want? Forget it! I have a better plan.
Do you want to take his place?
No, I'm a trader. I just want to go about my business in peace.
What are you planning?
We'll get Esteban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a chance.
Then we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Esteban, and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect them here. When they're gone, you can deal with the bastard and I'll take care of the guards.
See? That wasn't so hard. That'll only cause more trouble.
You don't have to tell me that.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of.
I thought you might be interested in knowing who was behind the attack.
Who is it? Tell me his name so my guards can wring his neck.
The traitor Fisk is behind it. At the moment, he's sitting in the bar unsuspecting and drinking.
Ha! Well done, kid. My guards will take care of him.
I'm staying out.
You heard him, boys. Go get Fisk.
Anything's possible.
And what happens next?
What happens next? I'll tell you what happens. Fisk will die a painful death, and everyone in the camp will find out about it. That'll be a warning to all of them.
Do I get a red stone now?
Yeah, you did your job well. Someone like you has no business in the mine. I can use you much better out here. You'll stay in the camp and continue working for me.
I've got no time for things like that.
Are you trying to play me for a fool? There was never a question of me working for you.
It isn't everyone who gets an offer like this, but if you don't want it, you're free to leave the camp.
How about if you keep your word and give me a red stone?
Hey, one more word. My guards will have to hurt you too.
What guards?
What?
Just stay away from me with that
You're
magic
trying
of
to pull a
yours.
fast one. Just you wait.
Cut out that magic. Something wrong with your ears? See? That wasn't so hard. Can't go on like this forever.
Same old thing all over again.
Who said that?
There's more, believe me.
Esteban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
It had to happen sooner or later.
There've been all kinds of...
Hey, you!
He simply needs to practice more.
I have a red stone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Esteban, so you will do his job now. They have a few problems with mine crawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
Sooner or later.
Come on.
No.
He was falling down drunk.
You don't have to tell me that.
That'll only cause more trouble.
You don't have to tell me that.
So I'm gonna send this guy.
You're needed in the mine.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damn rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mining, watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise, your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
I'll send this guy.
You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. You want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
The dialogue when he mentions give it a good whack. So when you mine gold, if you are not really good at mining, if you don't have 100%, sometimes you will get an extra dialogue that says give it a good whack. I'll try to show it. I did show it in Dragon Hunter and Paladin playthrough, but I'll try to show it again.
You're needed in the mine.
So you did it, huh? Okay. Good thing you didn't leave me hanging.
You already know what I think.
Same old thing all over again.
Hey! I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
Halt!
Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
So, on your way to the mine?
Actually, I want to see Raven.
Hey, try to enter the temple and you're as dead as the prisoners here. Move your ass over into the mine instead.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces.
Now there's a sneaky amulet up here. Amulet of the healers.
Hey, do you want to go digging? Then don't forget to stock up with Scatty.
What do I need then?
Well, at the very least, a pickaxe. And some provisions can't hurt. Or how about some healing potions? There are mine crawlers down there.
Take a pickaxe in your hand and whack a lump of gold. Anyone can do that. But many nuggets will shatter that way. That's why only people who understand mining should do it. I can tell you more once you have some more experience.
I'm not gonna spend 2 learning points on this now.
How's business?
Since the tomb has been open, there hasn't been much demand. Raven has no more use for his slaves. That's why they're mining gold now, on Bloodwind's orders. And the diggers are taking it easy. Diggers who take it easy aren't good for business.
Bloodwind, is he in charge here?
He oversees the mine, but he's almost never down here. He spends most of his time with Raven in the temple.
What exactly does almost never mean?
Last time I saw him was when he came out of the tomb. No, wait. The last time he was here was when he sent the slaves to mine the gold. Unlike Raven, he is very interested in gold.
What sort of tomb?
A cursed, unlucky tomb. The guardians of the tomb have killed many men.
Guardians? Are you talking about creatures of stone, rather flat with a round head?
That's exactly what I mean. They came out of the depths of the stone by the dozen. I knew from the beginning that it wasn't good to dig out the tomb. But Raven was possessed with the idea of digging there, and once the tomb was finally uncovered, he marched in there with his guards.
What did Raven want in the tomb?
You're pretty curious. You remind me of a fellow I once knew. He was just as curious. And eventually it was his undoing.
Get to the point. What happened in the tomb?
Well, my throat is really dry.
Hey, Scatty, not now. This is important. So, what did Raven do there?
All right. He summoned something. He kept calling out words in a foreign language. Bright light poured out of the tomb, and then I heard a scream that cut right through me. A demonic scream.
And then?
That's all I know. At that moment, Bloodwind came out of the tomb and said I should beat it, and that's what I did. It also didn't take long before Raven and his boys disappeared back into the temple. And since then, Raven hasn't been seen.
Would you like a drink?
A beer would really hit the spot. There's hardly any beer here in camp, but maybe Lucia still has a bottle.
There you go.
Oh, that tastes good. Thanks, man. You're my hero.
Let's deal.
That will never change.
Hey, you! How's it going?
As long as the slaves are working, I'm not budging a finger.
About this before.
The legs. It's all in the legs. Straight strength and momentum come from the legs.
I heard about this before.
He simply needs to practice more.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Nobody wants to know.
Do you really think?
I couldn't care less.
How's it going?
I'm not going to the trouble of mining myself. We have enough slaves to do that for us. We never came by our gold so easily. Always dig from bottom to top. That may be difficult, but that way you get more gold out of the rock.
How's it going?
I slaved the way for the ore barons long enough. It's good that someone else is digging now. Brain work, boy. Mining gold is a purely mental procedure. Don't try to force the rock. It's harder than you. Free your mind of everything and try to become one with the gold. Then it is like meditation, a prayer.
Everything all right with you?
The slaves are getting the big chunks out of our way. Then we'll harvest the golden fruit
I
later.
have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Been there, done that.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Do you know anything about the tomb?
Yes. The tomb is behind this passage. Just follow the bodies and you'll find it.
You don't have to ask me that.
Do you know anything about the tomb?
Yes.
How's it going?
It's too bad that we still have so few slaves. We'll have to get some new ones soon. These guys are totally done in, probably because they get so little they eat. But I'd rather send the diggers back to work than give these dogs a piece of meat.
Could have told you that before.
What does he know about duty?
Okay, now let's see. Can I get the good whack dialogue? There it is. Give it a really good whack.
Hey!
Back at work?
Yeah. Now I'm getting the very last piece of gold out of this mine.
Hey!
No idea. You tell
How's it going?
Hey, thanks to you, I did it. I'm in the mine. I may not know much about digging for gold, but that will come. I've learned the most important thing. Legs firmly on the ground and always strike solidly.
I'll come back later.
I never got a good whack at 100%. Now I am at 85.
Where are you going? Do you want to go into this passage?
Well, sure, why not?
There are even more slaves back there. As far as I'm concerned, you can go in, but don't hit them so hard they can't work anymore. After all, we certainly don't want them just sitting around. They have to dig for gold.
I see. And who ordered that?
That is a direct order from Bloodwind.
I thought Raven was the boss here.
Right, but he gave the slaves to Bloodwind. He doesn't have any more use for them.
Let the slaves go.
Listen, Bloodwind is in command here. The slaves belong to him, so he has the right to set them free. Besides, Thoris also has a say in that. And what about you? Do you have any say?
I decide who goes into the mine.
You're doing Esteban's old job. Then you have absolutely no say here. Buzz off.
Hey, you!
What do you want? I'm just an imprisoned worker. I haven't done a thing.
Hey, I'm all right. But Pardus is pretty much down and out. If there's anything you want, talk to Patrick. He's our spokesman.
Hey, you! I've been sent by the water mages. I've come to free you.
Really? And why should I believe you?
Do you want to get out of here or not?
Of course I want to get out, but...
Vatra sent me. If that's not enough for you, you can all rot in this hole for all I care.
All right, I believe you.
Really? Wow, that went faster than I thought. Okay, now all we need is a plan.
Trying to flee poses a great risk. William tried and he bought it. Prisoners are peasants and workers. They trust me, but they won't dare to mount an escape.
Will I have to kill all the bandits before you budge at all?
But that would be insane. But that can't be the plan. Just see to it that the guards don't attack us, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I'll handle that. Tell the others to get ready.
How are you holding up? I'm beat. Completely worn out. Is it a glorious sunny day or one of those clear nights where 1,000 stars are twinkling? I don't know. Where's the gentle rain of summer? The cool evening breeze? I can feel them no longer. It's the eyes that go first in here.
Hang in there. Your rescue is near.
Thanks. Thanks for your words.
Here, drink this. Here, have some meat stew.
Thank you. I feel a little stronger now. Thanks. That does me good.
How are you now?
Better. Thanks to you, I can feel my strength returning.
Hey, you! Hey, you! What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, the angle at which you strike is crucial for efficient mining. Not too flat and not too steep. That way, you'll get the nuggets and make your pick hold up forever.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm alive. That's all I care about. If you've got something to discuss, Patrick's your man.
That's totally obvious. Those are all just rumors. Tell me that isn't true. Tell me that isn't true. Anything's possible.
Hey, you! Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
Sure. I've been at this for over 35 years. There's nothing I can't assess. For you, I'd say you're a guru among diggers. So now, you're as good as I am. Congratulations, partner.
Those are all just boulders. Tell me that isn't true. Can't go on like this forever. Things would have turned out differently for us. You don't have to ask me that.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Are you melting down your gold?
No, I'm washing vegetables. Of course I'm melting down gold, and I'm making coins out of it. Because just imagine, one fine evening Raven comes along and shoves a coin die in my hands. Out of one single gold nugget, I can mint a heap of coins. I'm so good that no one can tell the difference.
How many coins will you give me for one nugget?
Well, I don't know you at all, but I'll make you a special price. For one nugget, I'll give you
10 gold pieces.
Let's haggle.
No. That's the standard price everyone gets.
I thought that was a special price.
It is. Everyone here is special to me.
What do you know about Raven?
You won't believe it. I was there. I saw what he did in the tomb. He mumbled and called some strange words over and over. Cardamom, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar. And then a blazing light came out of the tomb and I heard the scream. Oh, ye gods, that voice. That was the sound of the end of the world. Raven spoke with it. They conversed. Raven and that voice. I can't remember what they said. I just know that I could only master my limbs again many hours later, back in the camp.
There's a cool Easter egg if you repeat this a couple of times.
Can you repeat Raven's words again? Can you...
Cardamom, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar.
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
I think we had better leave it be.